Hello traders, Rich here, and here's a quick but detailed update on GBPCHF. As usual, if you guys like video analysis, let me know in the comments or simply leave a like. So let's get started. As we clearly see, GBPCHF has been overall bearish for a while, making lower lows and lower highs trading inside this falling brown channel. However, it's currently approaching the lower brown trend line, acting as a non-horizontal support and also horizontal support, as we had many rejections from it previously. That's why we'll be looking for buy setups to catch this correction movement, knowing that GPCHF can still dive lower inside the support before trading higher. That's why we don't buy blindly. We always zoom into lower time frames and look for buy setups. As we clearly see from H1 time frame, we've got a trend line forming. So as per my trading plan, I'll be waiting for a third swing high to form around it to consider it my trigger swing, and then I'll be buying on break upward. So for example, when this happens, this would be my trigger, and when the buy is activated, the stop loss would be just below the previous swing low, and we target a 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio, which would be around the upper resistance. Of course, we can't where the previous swing low would be. It might be here, it might be higher or lower, and so on. So that's basically it. Meanwhile, until the buy is activated, GPCHF can still trade lower as mentioned previously. They're inside the support before trading higher. Before we continue, I want to tell you about Tickmill. Tickmill is established in 2014 and is one of the leading Forex and CFD brokers with registered users from more than 200 different countries. Tickmill is a no-dealing desk and ECN broker regulated in many countries like the UK, Cyprus, and recently in South Africa. With Tickmill, you can trade a wide range of instruments, starting from Forex to indices, commodities, and even crypto. Most importantly, with very low spreads and trading fees. If you don't have an account yet, make sure to create one using my referral link in the description below to benefit from 5% discounts on your trading fees. And let's continue. As we clearly see, USDCAD has been overall bullish for a while, making higher highs and higher lows, trading inside this rising brown channel. However, we are currently approaching the upper trend line, acting as a non-horizontal resistance and around number 1.3, which is also horizontal support. We got many rejections from it previously, broken downward and now turned into a resistance. As you can see, price has been respecting this resistance pretty well, so we'll be looking for sell setups on lower time frames, of course, unless we have an aggressive break above it. In this case, the 1.3 would become a support, and we'll be looking for buy setups on its retest. But for now, let's take it step by step, right around the upper bound and resistance area. So let's zoom into lower time frames to look for sell setups. As you can see, USD CAD on H4, the market structure is pretty clean. Price broke above the previous high, we traded higher, kept making higher lows, then broke below the previous low, we traded lower, kept making lower highs and lower lows, then price broke above the previous high and we traded higher. So we are following the same logic now, and we're waiting for this last major low to be broken downward for the bears to take over and trade lower. If we zoom into H1 time frame, you can see that we've got a big head and shoulders pattern forming. So we'll be waiting for it to be complete, because for now it's still an idea. So for example, if we get this as the right shoulder, in this case we'll be selling on the neckline break downward. Let me make it as an arc to look not to see what I'm talking about. So here's our left shoulder head, and we'll be waiting for the right shoulder to form. Of course, if we trade higher from here, in this case we'll be looking for a channel reversal or any bearish reversal pattern. But for now, as per the current market conditions, this is what I'm looking for the right shoulder to form, and then sell on the neckline breakdown. Of course, when the sell is activated, we target a 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio. Meanwhile, until we have this break below this neckline, we can still trade higher and higher, as I showed you previously, or even break this resistance upward for it to become a support. Best of luck, and I'll see you on the next one.